Personally, I really, really love Nepo babies.
They're a fan favorite.
Yeah.
At least between us.
Between us, I know. Yeah, the lifestyle of a Nepo baby fascinates me.
I agree. I actually was thinking about that earlier today. Maybe because like we were doing this episode.
Yeah.
But because I was listening to the new Gracie Abrams album, and I was just thinking about how like normal she seems still, and like how I just wanted like it brings more curiosity.
Yeah, I'm just like
what did you?
I don't know. It comes from somewhere. This like it makes sense to me why a lot of these people are so creative and whatever they're from the industry. And so today we are going to rank them on a tier list. At least the musician Nepo babies.
Right.
We really narrowed in because it seems like a lot of the people we listen to are Nepo babies. Let's get into the ranking.
I agree. Should we say it's like a surprise? Like we kind of don't know each other's list?
We don't know at all. We've added our own 2 handfuls each. And we're just going to go through and decide together where we're going to put them because we're going to judge harshly. Some of the best memes come from Nepo babies, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Some of the best songs even.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's dive in. Starting with, I think one of the God tier. I'm going to start with one of mine. Okay. Just because. Miley Cyrus. Listen, we wouldn't have Hannah Montana. We wouldn't have
so many things.
All of my pop culture for my entire life. The 7 Things I Hate About You music video. Nick Jonas drama.
What's that one movie with Liam? Oh my God, what's it called?
Oh my God.
We wouldn't have that.
No.
LOL.
Oh my God. LOL. You guys, the thing is about Miley Cyrus is that her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus, obviously was a musician. I always thought it was so fascinating how obsessed my mom was with Billy Ray Cyrus while we were watching Hannah Montana.
It was.
Yeah. But that goes to show for a lot of other people from that age group. And don't break my heart, my achy, breaky heart. That is one of the best songs. I do like that song. But Miley has outshined her dad and outsprung his celebrity.
Totally.
You know, I would even beg to argue that Noah Cyrus has.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Because I would actually, Miley Cyrus is, again, I think one of the top baby boss Nepo babies in the music industry.
Yeah.
Okay.
She kills it.
Right. And I think, if anything, her siblings, she has Trace Cyrus, Brandy, Noah, some other ones, I'm sure. And those 3, at least, are all in the music industry, or 4.
Yeah.
And I would say that they are actually more so Nepo siblings.
Yeah. I would say so, too. I would classify them as that.
I think they would even say that because they always say that, like, they get referenced to Miley more.
Yeah. And, like, that actually changed their life more.
Yeah.
Than, like, having a famous dad.
Right, because it's like, also, if Miley Cyrus wasn't at this point, would we get July from Noah Cyrus?
Oh my God.
One of the best songs known ever.
Like,
and you can put on any song by Miley Cyrus and I will love it. But anyway, what was the movie?
The last song.
The last song. What the?
I know. She was in a lot of movies, actually. High School Musical she was in.
What? Oh, what?
Yeah, this is High School Musical. I think she was in one of those.
Oh.
Remember in, like, when like someone you would catch in the background, like she was
like a little cameo.
Yeah.
I personally would argue that she would go to S tier, and you guys know we're like a little bit overbearingly like generous.
Yeah.
And so this is not setting the standard for the rest of these.
No.
We're gonna be harsh. Miley, however, I do hold to a different tier.
I do too.
S.
Yeah, we love Miley. And also, like, every look she does, I think she just entered a new hair era.
Yes.
She looks
like her old self,
yeah,
I would say, seeing.
So cool.
I know. Yeah, that's another thing is she's so fun. And she is someone that anytime she covers a song, I like that version of it more.
Yeah, immediately.
Actually, like, I feel like everyone I show it to, they're like, oh my God, she literally can do no wrong. So, I don't know. Let's pick one of yours.
We have Clairo, which I would still consider her. I think.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the thing. Some of these Nepo babies in the music industry, there's different kinds of Nepo babies. There are Nepo babies that come straight from like a lineage of actors and people who are actively in the entertainment business, like creatively. Then there is like the business side where it's like they just have rich parents.
Right. Just like
I was
like random wealthy.
Yeah. Where like Dua Lipa, I'm pretty sure she's not like necessarily like her parents, I don't think were like actors or anything, but I think she came from a really rich family. Okay. So it's like, of course that helps you, but it's different in a little bit of different way. Claire is one of those where I think it's like more businessy Nepo baby.
I think so too, but I still wanted to include her because I think it's because if you didn't know that,
it would make way more sense.
Yes.
But once you know that, it's like, oh, that's crazy.
It is crazy. And I texted Jordan it today, and I was like, every time I find out about this again, because I'll forget.
Yeah. Like, oh,
and then it literally kills me. I'm like, how?
I always think it's crazy. Yeah, when it's not
crazy.
like so pop person. Like, again, someone like maybe Taylor Swift, it kind of makes more sense. You know, someone who's doing like indie stuff, but at the same time, the more you think about it, does it make more sense that a Nepo Baby would be singing like
literally
really indie songs?
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I have a note of who her dad.
Please.
So it's her dad, who I guess is like technically where the Nepo Baby would come from. Geoff Cotterill. Okay. I never know how to say her last name. Chief Marketing Officer at Topgolf, previously of P&G, Coca-Cola, and Starbucks.
So he's a big guy.
Right. So it's like he's in a lot of different places.
Yes.
But that's so fascinating, because honestly, she's one of the artists that I love, but I don't actually know a lot about.
Yeah,
like she's
kind
of
so mysterious.
Yeah, like automatically.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get that.
She doesn't really talk about it, and I don't think she interviews a lot either.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't have to.
Right.
That's another thing.
That makes a lot more sense.
For sure. Right. A lot of these people who don't have connections, they have to get their name out there. They have to work. Again, there's a different level. That's why I love a Nepo Baby. They care a little bit less sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yep.
Maybe a lot of the time, but there are exceptions. That's what I mean. We wouldn't have bags if Clairo didn't exist, which I do. That's the only song I know by Clairo. So
we would have the whole Immunity album, which actually would be so sad without, like,
you think there would be a definite gap in your, like,
in my life. It was so, like, the summer or like season of Immunity when it came out was actually life-changing a little bit for me.
Oh, okay. So you could rank her high. I'd rank her down at D, but
like, see, that's where it's gonna get confusing, because I would actually put her at like A or B. I would put her there because she's not.
You think she's had cultural impact.
Right, that's the hard part. But like, for for me, yeah, but like not like in actual society.
Okay,
where would I put her? C.
I would argue, B or C. I do think she has shifted some sort. Like, I think a lot of other artists coming after her take a lot of inspiration from her.
Right.
I do think that, and I think that, again, Bags is a really good song. And I do like that her new Sexy to Somebody, and she has really good hair.
Right. Give her that.
I'll give her that.
She's cool.
Okay. So what would you say? We can meet somewhere in the middle.
Let's put her, maybe B for now.
Oh, yeah, we can always rearrange.
Right.
I think she's a good B. Like, I'm neutral.
Right.
You know?
And
I love that you love her.
I'm very neutral too.
Yeah. Okay.
Too.
We'll get there. I think I've also heard Flaming Hot Cheetos by her.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Willow Smith.
So this is a double entendre because Willow and Jaden Smith, right? And I also think these are the boss babies of nepotism, because first of all, their parents are so powerful, so iconic. Also, I really like Jaden and Willow. Let me find if I put.
I know. I was just thinking them both. That is kind of really hard to like decide where both, like, do they go together?
I think they'll go together just because I do think they work together a lot. I love their sibling relationship because of that.
Me too.
And I just put it together though that Jaden is named after Jada Pinkett Smith, his mom.
Wait.
And then Willow is named after Will Smith.
Actually crazy.
The dad, which I
did they do that on purpose?
They definitely
they had to have.
And growing up, Jaden Smith, first of all, he's bigger than me, taller than me, he's
so
older than me, stronger than me. His arms a little bit.
My first crushes because of that.
Right. He ain't on a JB
that
song
was
with me.
Actually life changing.
I know, and I will. That's like the song I want to play at my funeral.
All right, like bop that.
But whip your hair back and forth.
Right, that was equally iconic.
Yeah,
like when that came out, like that was like every 8-year-old song.
Yeah,
and like 90-year-old song.
Yeah, and the thing I like about them is that they're so deep in their Nepo Baby bubble again world that they can kind of do whatever they want, and they have a fan base.
Yes. And they're just so creative.
Right. That's what I'm saying, is that I think sometimes coming from that background, first of all, obviously they're creative. Second of all, they have that liberation to like freedom, I guess, to express themselves and kind of try things out because it's less pressure maybe to have like, we were talking about this before. I'm like, it could be more pressure because your parents are so successful, you know, like you want to live up to them, but at the same time, less financial pressure maybe.
Right.
I don't know their situation. But I do like that Pink album from Jaden Smith too. Like that Summertime, or what is it? Summertime is meant to fall in love.
Yeah. So good.
And every time he works with Justin Bieber.
I know. I was just thinking that.
They're very passionate about very important subjects as well.
Yeah, very spoken.
Again, I also think they are a little bit, they're like, again, very obvious Nepo babies. Right. Like you can tell when they're talking. At least Jaden. I haven't heard Willow Smith talk that much, but
I love Willow Smith for her spiritual stuff. She's very in it.
Okay. But I still think that maybe culturally, like significance-wise, have they shifted the culture?
Oh my God! Like, can we talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now?
Music culture, or like again, I
feel like I don't have that parasocial relationship with them.
That's it. You know what? I think
like that connection of I don't even know what their personality is really.
I have watched Jaden Smith interviews, and sometimes he trails off, and I don't exactly know what he's saying.
Okay,
he's a little bit too philosophical. That was really bad. Philosophical, yeah. And he maybe he's just too smart for me. You know, like sometimes I think that. C.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Definitely not D. Like again, I like them.
Right. And it's not D.
But I think the only reason I would say Clairo more because I feel like she's inspired a little more people musically as far as who comes after her. And I do think they have big careers in store for them still. They're very young. First of all, I'm pretty sure still. Or would you say B? So. I was going to B.
I don't think it's B. Like B doesn't seem right.
Okay, this is Baby Keem. And I would say Baby Keem, yes, because
I had no idea.
So Kendrick Lamar is his cousin. They have a song called Family Ties, I believe it's called.
Uncle G told me that I had a chance, so then I popped out and did it again.
So good.
Wow, this is crazy.
And he's a really good rapper. He's a really good artist.
I know. I feel like I know the Family Ties, but this is so crazy. I would never expect him to be, but it also makes sense.
And I kind of think it's iconic just saying to be like, you're not a Nepo baby. You're not like, your parents aren't that, but your cousin. Yeah, and when he features in songs, he's featured on the song Savior by Kendrick Lamar with Sam Dew. That's a really good song. And this is just my argument for like my thing is I think he adds a lot to songs when he's in it. And again, I think it's iconic in itself that he is a cousin. And I think he's still at the very beginning of his career too. I think he has a lot going for him going forward. Like I think he's pretty young too. Listen, I would literally take being a Nepo anything. Anything. Please, anyone in my family, yes, give it to me. I since the day I've been born, I'm sorry, I love my mom so much. I wouldn't trade her for the world, but if she was her and famous, she would get a little bit more points. Just saying, Mom. That was I just feel like I was destined to be a Nepo baby, but I'm here, so we could be Nepo babies.
No, we should just fly.
Our parents are like those people.
No, we're famous.
Yeah. I would argue that he's B tier with Clairo.
I agree. I think so too.
Okay. Wow, we're agreeing a lot. No fights yet.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
Not yet.
I'm willing to fight for some of these people.
Yeah, probably Sam.
Coil Ray, I actually did not know. Jared and I were watching a TV awards show one day, and I did not know that she was a Nepo baby, to be honest. And I was like, you know what? I think that makes sense. I watched one performance of her, and she was saying, I think it was an interview, and she was saying her dad is in the music industry, I believe. I don't know much about him, so I'm not going to
maybe he's like a producer or something.
Benzino, an American urban media proprietor, television personality, a rapper, and record producer. My issue is I don't know a lot of Coil Ray songs.
Yeah, that's my issue too. But after seeing her,
she is iconic though.
Right.
Oh, this is the song. This is the TikTok song.
Yeah.
If you broke, then you better let go.
Wow. That was a really big song on TikTok. I don't know. I'm saying either C or in between C and D. I really like her, and I've seen her interviews, and I love her personalities.
We have to be
brutal.
Brutal, not nice. Brutal.
No, I know.
What do you think? D or C? I kind of think D.
Okay.
But not because I hate her.
We don't hate any of these people. No, she's like be joined with other people too.
Wow.
Okay.
This is a good one. I didn't even think of her.
Paris Hilton.
She's a Nepo?
Yeah. Her mom
is
her dad, Paris Hilton, the Hilton hotels.
Okay, so they own it.
They own Hilton hotels, her entire family. I think it's a lineage. She's like so deeply Nepo.
Always confuses me.
Kathy Hilton from Real Housewives. That's how Kathy Hilton got on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I don't know her lore a lot. Like I kind of just know her, and I always hear people saying like Hilton.
That's like it's so iconic about. Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie. They had that show. Remember that in the 2000s?
I think so.
You don't know her. I think so. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Actually, but you would love it. It's iconic. And that's why I think she is so iconic. And I think she has also played such a part in pop culture for so long. And she's stayed relevant, putting out music. That's why she's in the music, because her DJ sets. However, if I'm being honest, I don't know a lot about her music stuff. Like, I don't listen to it. Right, however, I do know, I am part of pop culture some way. She also just put a song out with Rena, but I'll show you my
What a
but
something.
I kind of think she should be in C tier.
Yeah, I was thinking lower too.
Just definitely because music, we're basing off of music here.
Right.
I don't know a lot of her. I know she's a great DJ. If we were talking about social media icons,
or like presence otherwise, other than music, she would be up. Okay, we have Miss Gracie Abrams.
Listen.
Her dad, the king of Star Wars, right?
Star Trek or Star Wars? I never know.
I would say Star Wars.
Is it Star Trek?
Oh yeah, Star Wars and Star Trek. So I think we're both right.
He's in all the treks. Or he's got all the he's collecting them all. Okay, so he's a star.
Just star everything.
But I will say her mom, everyone always seems to forget about her mom, Katie McGrath, yes. We just did an album reaction, shout out.
Yeah.
And I love her music. I'm newer to her, so that's why I do not think, not yet, that she is as iconic necessarily as S tier Miley.
I don't think so either. I don't even put her A, I don't think.
Okay.
I love her, but I think she deserves B.
She's at the beginning of her career.
Right. Like, I don't think that's forever in place.
I told you guys for being harsh. You would have thought we would put her in S tier.
No, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know you would have thought I would too.
I would have. Mm-hmm. She's being irrational.
No, because she's not, like, Miley Cyrus is every generation living. I feel like she has, like,
and anyone
like,
would love, like, everyone loves Miley. I think that Gracie still is at the beginning.
Oh my gosh, this just reminded me, I was at a dermatologist's office the other day and they were playing The Climb.
Oh my god.
By Miley, and that like proves it to me. Like, you don't go in a dentist or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever
you don't hear Good Riddance yet.
Yeah, you're not listening.
That's the album.
Yeah. Anything though. No offense. It's not that level yet.
Right.
So I cannot put her there.
Yeah. We're being brutal.
So I'm gonna put B. I think.
I'm going with you there. I do agree. Okay. I think she's at a similar level to Baby
Like,
Keem
I feel like
Clairo.
that's equal.
I agree.
In my head.
I agree.
Ooh. This is
King Princess.
Yeah. Did you put her on too?
Yes.
Okay, so there's double pictures.
Okay,
that's
okay.
not my picture.
Oh.
Right. But we both put her, and I actually found out about her when we were at Mopop one year. She was there. Mm-hmm. And that's started it for me because she had like a really cool voice first of all, and vibe in general.
Yeah, and I
stage
do
presence.
I am obsessed with a few of her songs, specifically 1950. I know it's her biggest song, and I know like That Still Rains though is one of the best songs to me. Like, I hate it when dudes try to chase
me. To like Mopop to me.
Fuck
like
Mopop.
I know I keep saying it, but like it does remind me of that time, and I went through a big phase with her.
Yeah,
she's so cool, and she has a few iconic songs in my book. Father Oliver H. Strauss Jr. is a recording engineer, and great-grandfather is a U.S. congressman and co-owner of Macy's.
So she's like a rich girl.
I would have never known.
Yes.
She literally, like, I don't know why she just doesn't give me that vibe.
Like I said, all of the indie alternative artists, you don't think they come from money because
it's like so weird. What is the pipeline to that?
I don't know. I think it's like you kind of like, I think that actually happens a lot. Where you look at someone and you think like, oh, they're like, they don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? They're miserable, whatever. It's like, no, they're kind of retaliating against that.
And
like,
that's like the whole thing about like
proper
hippies too. A lot of the time it's like they're like rich kids, like, and they're the hippies, like the actual hippies.
Right. No, that's so true. Right? That was actually a big thing. We were watching like a thing about the 70s, like the big music festival. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. And that was a big conversation.
D.
Say that too. Only because
I do like her again.
I don't know.
I think
that's why
I really like
really
her music,
hard.
but I don't think she's big enough to be anything more.
And iconic, and I don't think I've ever seen an interview. I'm sorry.
That too. That's a good point. Like, I don't see a lot, and I
actually that's on me.
I don't see her a lot on anything.
Yeah,
actually,
right. And yes, and like, so I don't know. Has she put out new music recently?
I really haven't heard.
And again,
but I feel like that kind of I don't know if she has or not, but I do feel like that's kind of is a good point to make because I think Clairo's kind of the same way. Mm-hmm. Whenever she's not like marketing all of her new music, she kind of is in the dark.
Right.
She kind of disappears.
Yeah.
And that is a good point to prove, I think.
Right. Yes,
like
exactly.
They don't have to.
No, they don't have to. That's the thing. Ooh. Oh, this is wait, they're Nepo babies?
So I was trying to figure this out.
They give like the opposite of like which
I know.
actually would make sense because they're child stars.
Wait, I screenshotted it. This was what me and Jared were talking
They're
about.
on their dad's side?
Mom. It is technically both of them. So it's the Stellas are a married Canadian country music duo from Ontario. They finished in 4th place on the 2nd season of the CMT series You Can Duet in 2009. And then they have like singles and whatever. So
this shocks me.
I know. I was so shocked
because I follow their mom on Instagram. And I didn't even know she was an artist. Like, she definitely gives creative vibes.
Yeah,
she's
in their, like, Wikipedia thing, if you look at, like, their early life and parents. So, it's kind of still questionable. It could be wrong.
Lennon, Stella, and Maisy Stella, if we didn't say it. Yes. First of all, Lennon Stella is one of our all-time favorite artists, let me just say.
Me too.
Maisy Stella is in a new movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And I'm excited about that.
First of all, any sister
duo. I know.
Second of all, their voices and how cool they are and their like vibe and
so unique.
They're just so cool.
Is that why Lennon Stella hasn't put out new music recently? Because she's a Nepo baby? Because I'm just saying. And also I would like to say
I don't think she's really been on tour ever since.
And that's a big issue too. So she's getting points knocked off for that.
I agree.
I'm sorry. And I love every single song she's ever put out, I know.
And I had no idea they were Canadian.
I know. Yeah. Because I think she lives in
They
Tennessee
definitely live in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah. They perform at the Stellas. They're just songwriter, singers. So
that's nutty.
That's
mind
no
fucking.
idea.
Right.
I thought they were like from a small town, but I cut you off.
No.
Sorry.
What would you say? But they haven't.
I know, like
I don't know. Like I need more from them, I think.
Right.
Maisy's working her ass off. I've seen, again, the new movie looks great. She's been doing a lot of acting things. I know they were in the series, the television series called Nashville, I believe it's called.
Oh, yeah.
And
I remember seeing that.
our Nana puppies will love that growing up. But
what's her first album with Breakaway or Breakaway?
Oh,
like that was kind of iconic in my life.
BRC. Listen, I'm gonna be brutal and put them in C right now until they put out some new stuff. What about you?
I agree.
You would say C?
Yeah.
I would put them in between B and C if I were being generous, but I'm being brutal. I'm mad. I need new music.
Billie.
Listen, this is another one which I would have. If you told me this a few years ago, I would have been like, "You're fucking lying. You're lying." It makes sense looking back because I was always so curious how she had so many connections from the get-go. Like I used to watch that one interview, like the one she does every year, of updating her whatever, and she was so young in that, and she was so new, and she had already had this big interview session thing out.
Yeah, even with her first like EP with like Bellyache or even her SoundCloud songs, that haven't come out ever. Yeah. She was still really big then.
I actually read recently that that her and Phineas are a social experiment, and they change their age. They're actually like way older than they say they are because they wanted to seem like they're these child prodigies. I don't believe that. That's conspiracy. But I do find it fascinating.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's my age, which always blows my mind.
It does blow my mind too.
Like how?
Yeah. She is also one of my godlings.
Phineas on this looking back
with both of them. Yeah.
I didn't think to do that.
But apparently their parents are actors / actresses / in the entertainment business wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how successful they were at any of those things because I haven't heard of their parents, but again, I don't know how much money she grew up with.
That's what confuses me.
But that's the thing, they could be in that industry and have those connections while still not being like uber rich. Like I feel like Taylor Swift, I don't know if you put her in here, did you? Sorry.
I didn't
either. But that's because I didn't know if I was going like business Nepo baby. Like obviously her dad grew up as a investor and stuff. Mm-hmm. And they had money.
Yeah.
And you look at the house that she grew up in, but it's like, it ain't no mansion, whatever she says in that song. But it's like they clearly were well off and he had connections, whatever. Listen, I don't care what she is. Personally, she is also God tier to me. I love
I was wondering because I do too. And I do think she's like iconic for her time. Like everyone knows her and she's so iconic for that.
I think she's done so much though for the music industry as far as like create a sound and her own lane. Yeah, something different that people replicate and they like.
And again, the sibling thing. I
know we love siblings.
Like we'll do it every time.
We are siblings, people. Clearly,
it would be a very sad life without her. Like in music,
listen,
like it would be different.
And you know what's funny? I went into her her concert movie. We saw it in person.
Yeah.
First of all, the people, like her fan base loves her, love her so much, and I love that. I love hardcore fan bases. Even when they're a little toxic. And it reminded me of how many good songs she has.
She does.
And we're kind of being biased because we're running off the biggest ones. But it's like they have big songs for a reason. They're really good. Solange Knowles, which again is not really Nepo Baby. I have heard though that Beyonce, people were saying that she was a Nepo Baby because her dad was in the music industry somehow. I don't know if that's true or not. Okay. Fact check me. More for the strategic purposes of this, Solange would be a Nepo sibling. Okay. Again, I would love to be a Nepo sibling.
Give it to me.
Yeah. I love her. I think that also, for one, she rides for her sister. And we know this because of the elevator video. And that's what I love.
I don't know a lot about her.
Really?
At all.
Jay-Z was cheating on Beyonce. Her? No, I don't think so. I might be getting this wrong, but no. He was cheating on Beyonce. He was cheating on Beyonce, allegedly. And she had known about it, and so she got in a fight with Jay-Z in the elevator or whatever. Her music's so good.
I need to listen to her.
It's artsy. She's creative.
Yeah,
she's
she does
cool.
You're
giving me the creative liberty to put her wherever I want.
Yeah, because I feel like I don't really have a say because I don't know her a lot.
Listen, I would put like anyone connected to Beyonce anywhere. I'm gonna say A tier.
Mr. Matty Healy.
Listen, I know a lot of people didn't know this until the big controversies about him that he is an Nepo Baby.
Which actually, me too. I feel like I didn't learn this until like everyone else did.
Really? Okay, interesting.
Maybe a little bit before.
Right, you've heard it, but it wasn't like big prominent.
Yeah,
he's one that I think first of all, it makes sense the way he talks and things, which we are big 1975 fans, as you guys know. His parents, the thing is about them is that they are famous in like a lot of like British TV, I think, and like his mom is like on a British talk show. So I feel like over here, you tell me his parents' name, I would have never known who they are. No. However, a lot of people who are in the United Kingdom,
know about it more. Which he's on from both sides. His mom and dad. Yep. His dad is an actor, I believe, or some sort.
Yeah. And he has a great voice. I think they're working on an album for him. He's one that is proud to be an Nepo Baby in a way. Like, I feel like he does not shy away from talking about it. He talks about his parents constantly. He talks about growing up with famous parents constantly. I don't know. But you guys, I know. I'm sorry. Listen. Right?
Yes.
We don't even have to say it. I know people are gonna be pissed off about this, but
this
until you're screaming, this is our fucking list, first of all. And until you're screaming, we're fucking in a
it's so good. It's so iconic.
He's one also, and I'll ride for the people that give a good concert every time.
Right. Like
Enrique Iglesias. Did you know he was?
No.
Or he is?
You know who he looks like? What's his name? He's the Nate and Gossip Girl.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. Listen,
from afar,
I'll ride for Enrique Iglesias because he has some. Oh my God, tonight You know these songs?
No.
You have to know Enrique Iglesias.
I don't think I do.
Jane,
Mom, last night how I'm really, really. See, okay, this is exactly what I was telling Mom.
You know this.
That I know the song, but I don't know the face or the name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Pitbull was a Nepo Baby. We can put him on this list because Pitbull
coming.
Pitbull is also one of the best concerts I've ever been to. If he's coming to you, I highly recommend. I'm sorry, this is really bad. Normally I wouldn't ride for men like this, but you listen. The memes that have come out in the past year of Enrique Iglesias live singing at his concerts.
Is it bad or good?
That's what's so good about it.
I have to see them.
Yeah, it's iconic.
I put her in. She.
Duh.
Nancy Sinatra. I think I feel like I had to put her in.
Yeah.
Because iconic.
Oh my God. I would argue with that I love Frank Sinatra, but Nancy's cultural impact. You watch those old we watch the like 60s and 50s old Christmas specials every year, and her with Frank Sinatra in them is so cool to watch them.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like S or A. Wait, what do you think?
Okay, here's the thing. She is boss tier Nepo Baby as well. However, I personally don't know too much. Like, I know a lot of her iconic stuff.
That's the problem, but I do love her.
No,
for just anything she did.
Like, I wouldn't put her any lower than A or B, right?
Yeah,
A. You would think A
or B.
I do think she's iconic, and also she's at the president. There's so many Nancy Sinatra stories. You know,
she's an icon.
I know. Like, fashionably too.
Right. That's what
makeup,
I'm saying.
fashion, hair. Oh my God, cultural
she's
sensation.
Everything.
Yes. I agree. Okay, see, like, this is another one. There's, like, literally no argument on it.
Right. And which I actually did not know she was a Nepo baby.
Wait a second. I forgot what we were doing right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually shocked. I didn't know this. Wait, who are her parents?
So
Whitney Houston, by the way.
Whitney Houston. It says her mother and cousin opened doors for her in the music industry and also told her that she would have to stand out on her own talent once they did her part.
Mm-hmm.
Not only was her mother, Emily Sissy Houston, a singer, she also had 2 Grammy Awards to her name. Although compared to her daughter's 8 Grammys, it isn't striking.
Right.
Quite so striking.
Okay, you know what? I do remember hearing this in a documentary.
Okay. Yeah, I had no idea.
But
I love Whitney Houston. Her songs literally make it to every playlist of mine.
Listen, every time my mom gets drunk, play Whitney Houston.
No, literally.
She's one of our mom's favorite.
I would literally, I think I would put her in S.
Oh, I would put her. That's why I was saying, like, it's kind of like you can't even argue it.
I love her.
Icon, what she's done for the music industry, everything. Like, again, you can't argue that.
No, you can't. Elle King.
Elle King.
We love her.
Listen. X's and the O's. And the song that she did of Childers is one of actually my favorite songs to ever exist. That is one that I would put. It's Jersey Giant.
So iconic.
That song literally would be in, like, if I had like a top 10 songs that I could only listen to forever, that song.
It never gets old.
Yeah.
Ever.
And I said Tyler Childers. I just learned it's Childers. I don't know. Anyway, she is the daughter of Rob Schneider, which Rob Schneider does give me the ick in recent years. Yeah. We went and saw him at, well, I didn't go see him. He opened for Adam Sandler at an Adam Sandler comedy show we went to.
Not good.
No, I don't like his jokes, but
yeah, that one seems to be like a crazy one for people to get behind.
What?
That, like, they had no idea that she was, like,
oh my god, yeah.
Time they look at her now, like, they can't help but, like, laugh.
Yeah.
Which is, like, mean, but
yeah.
At least the people on Reddit. So it's like, maybe that's just, like, people on Reddit.
Right.
But I was going on a deep dive of
sure.
one, and
yeah.
that
no,
was,
that
like,
makes sense.
The vibe.
Where would you put her automatically without my
too. I would think B or C. I think C.
I think C. Only because I think in recent years she's got some controversy that I haven't really liked some of the videos I've seen of her. Okay. And I give people grace. Like, I don't judge off of those. But one of the things, I don't remember what, but I got like kind of like a, that's kind of mean kind of thing. And when it's a mean leaning, that's when I don't like it. No. I might be wrong though, so I better stop. She looks familiar.
Mabel,
right. Yes. Wait, okay.
Right, yeah.
Swedish? Or Norwegian?
British Swedish singer.
Okay.
And songwriter. Her
mom is a Swedish singer, right?
Yes. Mabel she's a British Swedish singer. It says, and songwriter. Nina Cherry. Mabel studied music in Stockholm, and she
okay, that makes sense.
Sorry, that article kind of was very confusing reading it.
No, that makes sense. Location. Listen, this is Love Island music.
Literally Love Island music. Yeah. I know I've heard her voice there.
Like, right.
I know it.
Yeah.
I kind of think D.
Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say C.
I was gonna say C.
But where's the D?
C?
C. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because you were unsure about the D placement.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree with that statement.
Okay, slay. We have, so you wouldn't have fuck you very, very much.
That's an iconic song.
Yeah. And her parents, I know her parents are, her dad's an actor.
Okay.
Her mom's a film producer, I believe. And her dad is in Agent Cody Banks, I think.
Okay. Her mom being in the film, something about like a parent in film creates a very cool person.
I agree.
Like aesthetic wise and like.
Yes. I know. And I love her vibe. I watched her house tour with the guy from Stranger Things.
Okay.
Really good. But in recent years, oh my God, that's really hard.
I don't know what I would put her.
I really love Lily Allen. Let me just say that. I feel like, didn't she have a song in the Angus Snogs and Perfect Snogging? And you're sweet and pretty face. That was the era that I remember listening to her in, at least.
That song with Eminem.
No, but it sounds like that one. I know what you're talking about.
Right? I don't
Baby, let me ride your bicycle. So fantastical. Yeah, no. That makes sense, though.
Maybe it's like the girl in the music video looked like her or something, but I don't know why I associate with her.
No, I
with
get that
song, too.
I would say,
but never mind. I was thinking the same thing. You were? Yeah, wow, I really was.
Went today together.
Oh,
this is our finalized list of Nepo babies in the music industry, and this is just part one. We could find more if you want any. Let us know.
Or any other like rabbit hole of people like in the whatever industry.
Yeah, honestly, we really love Nepo babies, and these aren't my favorite genre of Nepo babies. I love social media Nepo babies the most.
No, I agree.
Olivia Jade.
And who's the other daughter of Full House? You know?
Oh, Candace Burr's daughter. Yeah.
I love her too.
Yeah. Natasha Burr.
Natasha,
yes. See, we love Nepo babies. We're not joking.
There's so many.
Let us know if you would like to see any more of these. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel if you're not already. And if you're on Spotify listening to this, feel free to follow.
You can also follow us on Instagram because we post the coolest memes and you can laugh every single day.
Every day. So we'll talk to you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye. We'll see you.